hoping, waiting, and finally now can play Humanity Z. Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here. Yeah, we played this game before in early access demos and prologues and all these other forms of games that come out today that are not really a finished product. In fact, even now with this one releasing in early access on September 18th, 2023, this game too will not be finished, but it's come a long way from where it was, and I want to take my first look now at some single player in an incredibly promising, if you like yourself some, well, DayZ and Project Zomboid, then this is a perfect combination of both. Yeah, a top-down, open-world, survival crafting, base building, and multiplayer game, too. That's right, you can play this with friends right there. And some scenarios coming soon as I unlock some things in single player. That's kind of similar to the, what is it, SSDD, or whatever scenarios you've seen many times in Project Zomboid. Well, this game hopefully does what that does, with a little prettier appearance, and also a much more interesting environment. Not to say that Project Zomboid is bad by any means, but this certainly seems like almost like Dismantle, but with more HD graphics and a little bit more realism to it. So we'll be playing multiplayer on this channel very soon with me and the rest of my streaming friends as well, so make sure you subscribe right now and turn on that notification bell and put the word brains down below, all in caps, and I'll do some giveaways for Humanity Z as well on our Discord. So spam the hell out of it, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's take our first look now at the early access release. Everything before that we've seen was kind of a tech demo and, you know, demo and prologue or whatever of Humanity Z. I hope that's how you say that. That's what I've been saying for months and years, so hopefully so. Let's go. And game over. Well, if I haven't said it already, hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and I am unemployed. Or maybe not. I'm also a mechanic, or a junior biodiesel researcher, emergency medical technician, apprentice gunsmith, amateur boxer, farmer, food service worker, Sunday fisherman, car salesman, outdoorsman, and, well, and/or unemployed. Yeah, these are kind of similar to in Project Zomboid. You can pick your character's background before the big O outbreak, you know, before the zombie apocalypse, and get yourself a little bit of bonuses along the lines of being able to make guns better, or fight better, or doing things like long-term survival like farming. That's going to be very valuable, especially if you're a group of friends who are, oh, there's a trader too, if you're building a base. Let's go ahead and just go with the, I think, you know, the most thing is probably not dying to death. That's the most important thing. So let's just go with, for now, the emergency medical technician, and let's customize our character a bit. Not bad that there's some customization options here. You know, you can be a lady bro or a dude guy. You can change all sorts of appearance options. Ooh, wow, Chad Chattington coming to the front lines, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. And of course we can change. Hell yeah, brother! Can I get a hell yeah, brother? Hell yeah! Wow, this. I think this is already perfect. I don't think we have to do anything else for this guy. All right, I did not realize we unlocked the ultimate EMT. Now we can add a little hairstyle too, I guess. Let's see some of those. Usually they're zany and don't look very good. I recently finished, you may have seen on the channel before, yeah, Starfield, and, you know, I mean, the hairstyles in that game kind of look a little, but at least in this case, we're not going to be seeing our character up close too much, so I think we're okay with that. But this is good. We'll go with Chad Chattington, and that'll be fine. Oh, and we can save some presets over on the right side too, so if you're dying a lot, you can just load the same character. If there's a favorite, you know, EMT or, I don't know, police officer, whatever else was listed, then you could just set it up here, and that's pretty good. So let's go ahead and set preset number 1. We'll just go ahead and call that me, Raptor. Cool. And let's go survive, damn it. All right. So now we'll start ourselves a new game, which we can label whatever we want. So you can have multiple saves and multiple characters going, and of course also host multiplayer too, to which I hope we can take these characters from single player and import them in. I'm pretty sure that our presets are there. All right, let's jump in. Something I haven't seen before, we can actually set up the server, well, in this case single player, but also when you make a server for multiplayer, everything from AI difficulty to whether or not there'll be airdrops and zombie respawn rate and things like that are here, and how long day and night will last. So a lot of cool things to actually set it up differently, with autumn also being the starting month, which will be interesting to try to survive our first winter without actually getting any sort of food or whatnot prepared. Probably doing that in the spring. Obviously, you can't really plant too many crops and harvest them as the, well, by the time you find shelter and whatnot, winter will probably be upon us. So let's go with that. And we get to select our spawn here. Now, I'm not entirely sure of how large the map is, but there's a pretty damn good tutorial to this game that pretty much shows you how to do everything without having to learn it the hard way in many of these different spawn points. Now, some of these I think I've seen before through the different prologues and whatnot, so we'll probably pick something that's maybe a little easier just so we can see more of the game in the shortest amount of time, but I do intend to at least up the difficulty a bit for myself when I play with friends by possibly doing some things we haven't done before. Let's see, lots of lootable containers. This is for newbies. Oh boy. Well, let's go with that for now. It's great for beginners, and of course I guess we're beginning because things have changed since our first look long ago, but we'll try to leave this area as soon as possible. And it was a closed area before. So as you'd imagine, we can do pretty much everything in this game, and everything matters in this game too, like for example the outside temperature, stamina, we have to also sleep and eat, and we also have to heal our wounds, which is good for us being a medic and all that. And we've already started with some good weapons here, so let's go ahead and grab some stuff to start with. Now what we really want to find is like a backpack or something to be able to carry our stuff, so if we can go ahead and look inside the locker. Well, we already have ourselves some good stuff here, crossbow bolts. Some potato seed packets. That's probably not something we need right now. Box of nails, and those types of things will be useful for building a base later on, as well as car parts. Oh, look at that, a bear trap. Can't go too far without bears. Well, we have ourselves a fuel pump, box of matches, car battery. These will be important as we do have a vehicle out there. And just like in Project Zomboid, we will need to maintain a vehicle, repair it, and also give it the things that it needs to run, like for example a fuel pump and whatnot. Here's our maximum zoom out and zoom in, pretty damn good, and our character right now is kind of walking like he's about to get into a fight, but that should chill out as soon as we kind of do some other things. So let's go ahead and try to repair this car. We're missing a fuel pump, battery starter, but it does have a fan belt. Fuel is okay, but we should definitely find a jerry can, and condition could be again repaired once we find ourselves a repair kit. Lots of bricks around and such too. Now let's go ahead and check this house out. Oh, what is this here? We have a stone, good for maybe something like a slingshot or whatnot. Plenty of melee weapons here. Weapons, of course, have durability, so they must be repaired. Baseball bat and axe or whatnot can be repaired with duct tape and other materials. And what do we have here? Well, there's our backpack we've been looking for. Fantastic. A gray school bag with nothing in it, but if we hold F, we can take that. Now, one thing I've got to say already is that I believe the UI is a little bit small. Stamina is incredibly important in games like this, and it's just a little too small for me, honestly, because you almost have to look completely away from the screen to see it in the corner, as well as some of the things at the bottom of the screen. And another thing I've noticed, too, in the tutorial is if you're picking up one backpack from another, it seems like the previous backpack kind of disappears. So if you find a bigger backpack and you're with a friend who doesn't have one and you want to give that to them so they can at least have something to carry goods, it may disappear, but that could just be for the tutorial, so it's something we'll have to keep an eye on. So obviously stealth is key in these types of games too. Once we find a place to build a base and clear out some Zeds, or Zeeks as they call them here in Humanity Z, we then can start fortifying and defend against hordes and whatnot. And we do want to clear buildings rather stealthily. So this could have been filled with zombies, and of course, then we take them down by either punching them, or in this case, using our trusty golf club. We have ourselves some crisp there. That'll be important. And let's see if there's any water that's running. No, it's not. We do have a little washing machine here. Hey, we got some pants. Quality of 70%. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to grab an extra pair if we can. And also, these might be able to be ripped up for bandages or whatnot. So I'm going to take them and err on the side of caution because I honestly don't know. Now, we can also break down vehicles, too, for materials for construction. So you grab yourself a big old mallet or a sledge, and you can start breaking those down for scrap metal. Oh, looks like we can't go inside this trailer, but we can loot it, and we can take all the shotgun shells, 12 gauge, to be precise. Very cool. All right, let's go around and see if we can find some zombies here somewhere. Maybe they'll be out at night. But it would be really cool. I'm not sure if we could actually pull a trailer in this game just yet, but man, that'd be amazing if we could actually pull a trailer around and keep it as a mobile spawn point and or a respawn point and just storage in general for ourselves and our friends if we play multiplayer, for example. Alright, well, so far so good. I think we're going to just go ahead and leave this area. Obviously, we should look in every nook and cranny, every dresser drawer, every cabinet are all important, including making sure you check out cars, too, even if they look like they're wrecked. They could possibly have materials in them or repair parts for you. So, what was the last thing we were missing on the car? I believe it was just the... was it the battery? The starter. So we'll have to look in the garage one more time. Looks like this house is being refurbished, so... let's see if we can find something for that. You can see the durability of our weapon in the lower right corner too, so it's not too long until this will more than likely have to be replaced. And I don't see anything immediately on the shelves, but we can search the cupboards. Yeah, got ourselves some liquor and rice too. We can of course boil the rice and the liquor to make a nice risotto. Alright, we can't get that fancy, right? We're in the apocalypse, but that liquor could be good for alcohol, for bandages, or for sterilization. Oh, there's a zombie running around up there. Oh, did you see him? Oh, he's going real quick. Did you see him? I swear I just saw one running up this way. Well, forget the car. We're going to proceed on foot. Oh, it's a rabbit. There it is. No wonder it was so fast. Good, we can hunt animals in the game. We probably have deer and rabbits. That may be what the bear trap is good for, too. Not only just zombies, but also then trapping, you know, creatures and whatnot. And, of course, we can do fishing. Here we go. Our first friend. Hello, sir. Oh, man, he's coming in quick. That's a fast mover. And taking little to no stun damage from that. Getting hit 3 times. But definitely going down. Nothing we can search on the body, but this may be important. And, of course, we can rotate the camera, so that's very helpful to be able to see in any places we might not be able to. Dirty water. Okay, we'll have to boil that. Alright, so as you'd imagine in an open world game such as this, we have to be careful about traveling on the open roads too, as there's wrecks everywhere and possible large zombie hordes, so this is a good way to go, but might not be the best for the start. We may need to find ourselves some weapons or whatnot here shortly. As in like actual ranged weaponry. Now there may have been a shotgun or a handgun back at the base, but I do want to somewhat simulate trying to be just completely alone and maybe trying to find your friends if you all pick different spawns. In fact, maybe if we pick the same spawn, let's go ahead and execution there. There we go. Nice. Perfect. Middle mouse button to do that once you've noticed that they're stunned like that. But yeah, you never know if a friend will be near you or not, so. There we go. Hey, we can actually search this one, giving us a knife and a compass. That's helpful. All right, cool. So obviously landmarks are going to be incredibly important in this game. If you go into a hospital, you're likely going to find more medical supplies. If you go into a police department, you may find things like guns and ammo and or armor too. Things like Kevlar vests and possibly riot gear and other things to keep you safe. Looks like we found ourselves a lockpick, great, and a screwdriver. That might be good for used as a weapon. Okay, I was going to say that might help us to do maybe lockpicking on a car. AKA hot wiring, of course. Now, if we don't take care of these zombies, of course, they will find us and continue to attack us. And it does look like the AI in this game has some pretty good intelligence where if you've started to set up a base, you're going to probably make a lot of noise at that base. You're going to be manufacturing weapons, and maybe you're using things like grinders and forges and other things, generators to generate electricity that they'll hear, and that of course could do more harm than good. You may have the basic necessities of being able to you know, have some light bulbs and an actual hot meal, but it might lead to a hot mess. We got ourselves a rope here and crisps. Let's go ahead and eat something. And of course this is great. The character will get down and look in their backpack when you're actually doing stuff, and you can still see around you, but you can get a little distracted and might not notice an enemy sneaking up on you. So it's definitely something to keep an eye on. Let's go ahead and go with a few more. Oh, we don't want to eat that rice raw. I do. No, 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 dude. Oh, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. He's just snacking on minute rice right now. Wow. All right. This guy cannot be stopped. Absolute gremlin, this guy. Wow. Did he seriously eat that? He did. Wow. That was not the bag of crisps. That's still up there. I can't believe that. Incredible. Absolute goblin. Now, I'm hoping for a system, and I've not yet been able to do too much base building or cooking yet, but I can imagine it along the lines of combining certain ingredients to then give more of a bonus and being able to prepare meals that way. And have things like, for example, fishing sustain you, so fish and rice could be a great combination, or just anything you've got, like a potato and, I don't know, maybe a carrot and a little bit of venison, or maybe a hare, that kind of thing. Well, we got some water here, so this is a good spot to go fish at. Let's see if we can maybe drink or get any sort of water from here. Not sure if there's an option to do that, but it certainly would be a good one to be able to drink from here. Now, it'd be nice if it also were a little risky, like you could maybe get, you know, some sort of poison, dysentery, for example, something along those lines. Not fun, but realistic, some sort of a negative debuff for drinking from there on occasion, but also to have things like purification pills and charcoal and whatnot would be awesome as well. Not sure if this game has this at the moment, but again, this is a starting point for a very well put together early access game, and the developers have contacted me a few times reporting the progress on this one, and I always felt so confined to a particular area and didn't want to feature it too much without being able to experience it in a much more open setting like early access, and of course to be able to play with friends, because really that is being able to drive vehicles and being able to play with friends were two huge things that came to Project Zomboid to then open it up so that way everybody could enjoy and learn a lot better the ways to do certain things, or to rely on others and to build a community, which is really fascinating, to be able to rely on a farmer to farm, a fisherman to fish, and maybe a police officer, for example, to be skilled at shooting and being able to, you know, take out the enemy from a further distance, or just to be better at things like situational awareness. Well, we're still a little hungry, so let's go ahead and eat. I think we can eat all. And we do have a letter here, former survivor letter. A letter you found from a former survivor sharing his knowledge with you. What the hell is this? Let's take these. I was putting those on the body. Let's go ahead and snack on the apple. This is great. Realistic animations go into the mouth. You can actually hear the character, you know, taking bites out of the apple and actually chewing it. I'm thoroughly impressed by every little detail, to which I don't think is necessary, but adds bonus points to what looks to be a damn good world, and is something that I hope for Dismantle too, although that's a little more fun and kind of is a little bit more like Len's Island that way, another open world survival base builder. Here we are, holdables like our hammer there. It looks like we can put some things here to clear up inventory space, although I think we are somewhat limited. So we have our pockets, or we can drop things too if we need to. We can put that up in our pocket. Yeah, knife in our pocket. Good idea. Let's see what we have here. Ah, a little bit of a tip on where some supplies may be, and a little bit of a tutorial. Like, for example, you know, go to weapons at outpost, look for other survivors, like the traders or whatnot. Cool. Thanks, Bob. Very nice. So we can find all sorts of other vehicles strewn about the world. We can find trucks that are ready to be repaired. Sometimes vehicles are just in perfect condition or next to perfect condition, and you can just take them. And other times it'll take a lot of work and a lot of refueling. And I believe in this world the power is already out. As we're in Project Zomboid, things have been going down for a little bit, but you're just at the cusp of power and water being shut down. Here I believe it's been like this for a little while. You could already see where people have attempted to evacuate, and there's already been a little bit of a mess, which means you got to be a little more careful on those roads as you are trying to get around zombies and wrecked cars. Let's go ahead and take care of a few more of these guys. Let's try to get them all in here for an attack. Let's see what it's like if we kind of run and kite them in a little bit. Looks like we can almost outpace them so long as we've got enough stamina. And not necessarily stamina, but just food and water will give us the ability to kind of just sprint if we need to. Wow, a hazmat zombie. Cool. Got a guy here in a hazmat suit. Is this truck drivable? Oh, that would be amazing. Hopefully we get more than just cars and trucks in the future. It would be great to pack this thing up with supply and be able to actually drive it, although it doesn't seem like it is possible. Oh, is that... Oh, I believe that's a police officer right there behind... Yep, right here. This guy right here. Oh, and look at that. damage goes between enemies, too. So there is a chance for us to wound multiple enemies. And you heard that little ricochet sound. That is us hitting that officer's armor. So those zombies are going to be a lot more difficult to take out. Although he didn't really drop anything. A shame that we're not able to loot that zombie and take his helmet and other things like that. At least I don't think so. I don't see any way. Typically they'll pop up with loot if they've got it. But hopefully that is a thing, and I'm just not seeing that at the moment. Another biohazard zombie. There we go. So some of them we can search. Ruined clothes and a lockpick. I don't think I want the ruined clothes. We do have a rag that could... Okay, it actually restores health, so I thought it could be for bleeding. But there we go. Now remember, we're a medical professional, aka an EMT. So we are able to do a little bit more when it comes to medical. And we have ourselves a gas station here. Now if we had a vehicle at this point, we could just drive here and refuel it. And we'll probably have to come back here multiple times to do just that. Looks like that van is drivable. Let's get all of our friends together, and we can either try to lure them away from the gas station. Oh wow, yeah, this is a hot point. We're going to try to lure them away from the van just to take a peek at what it needs. And the gas station, as you'd imagine, is a good spot to, well, not only find gas, but also food, snacks. It's kind of cool to think of all your real-life knowledge that it does apply here as to where you would find certain materials. Well, that sucks for us. Alright, that van's going to need a little bit of work. It didn't look like it had fuel, and possibly it's missing some other things too, so we'll have to come back and check on that later. But this is a good time to remember everything that you can find here, such as a fuel can. Perfect. So we could probably come back here later and try to... Oh, and it's locked. We do have the... we do have a lockpick, but we will need a skill for that. Oh, bad time to do that. But if you press tab, there is a whole list of skills which you can learn eventually. And it does look like things are getting late. So a whole American world to explore, a large map which I believe has several spawn points and different locations, POIs to go to, things that you'd imagine to be important. Hardware stores, power plants, hospitals, police stations, possibly a Wendy's. Yeah, we can vault fences like that too. Looks like the AI is not capable of doing that, so if we need to lose them in a pinch, we can just jump the fence like that. And it does take a bit of stamina, so that's why eating and drinking is incredibly important before you go out on an adventure to make sure you've got full stamina. But sometimes you don't have a choice. Sometimes you got to keep running until you can actually find a soda or, I don't know, a cupcake, anything. It'd be great to take the ambulance. Wouldn't that be great? Only we could take that. But we can search it. We have irradiated plasma and bottle of painkillers. That'll be good. We'll save the painkillers for when we're very desperate. And I've got to say, I do like how they've done a good job of making the tops of buildings disappear. Looks like we're missing a battery and a starter on that one. Battery and starter, yep. So that's what we'll need here. Oh, yeah, so it's nice that the top of buildings, and in this case the awning there, or whatever you call it, disappearing from the top of the gas station. I like that. I think that's pretty good. Weather effects are good here. Like the fact that there's trash everywhere. And lots of details of wrecked vehicles and or just, you know, piles of garbage too, where businesses may have still been functioning during this outbreak, but certain things maybe weren't, like the sanitation department. Or maybe they were just turning the dump into a place to dispose bodies and weren't allowing the sanitation or whatever go there. I don't see a way to jump this fence here. It looks like it could be a wired fence, but I can't really... I don't actually see a wire here. Oh, I do. I actually do. It's very difficult to see, but... There is a wire there, but no way to jump over it. Yeah, roadblocks to worry about. Now, of course, we can cut down trees. We can turn logs into planks by having a sawmill, as I mentioned earlier. That's what you'll need your base for. You can then build palisades and other defenses, and you can also barricade windows with bars and whatnot in order to protect your base, not only with a wall around it, but if the enemy gets past that, you can then batten down the hatches, so to speak, and prepare for a full-scale zombie invasion of your base. Looks like a good spot to get up there. Search the van. We got a runner coming in. So I'm very excited for this one for some of my friends. Whoa, did we just get shot at? What the hell? Oh, we got marauders here. Great. Oh boy, let's get the hell out of here. There's a vest up there, actually. If we kill this guy, though, we might be able to take his gun. Let's take those. Oh, oh boy. Oh, he's being chased by a zombie real quick. Oh, nice. He's actually taking out the zombie. Let's pop those painkillers real quick. Looks like we opened them up. Oh, it takes a little while to get those out of the package. And that only helps us so far. Let's make sure we eat a little bit. Water's getting a little low. I do hope this has the auto drinking system of Project Zomboid, where you are able to put a water bottle in your inventory, and your character will just kind of automatically drink whenever it's required. This guy's getting wrecked by zombies. Let's let him... No, never mind. Not so much anymore. Great, close range shotgun. Good idea. Oh, he got me good. Oh, smart. Look at that. He moved away. Did that just deflect off the van? Awesome. Back into the corner. Looks like he's bailing out. Let's try to take some more painkillers. Wow. All right. So not only do we have AI marauders, but we also have, well, zombies. Used for crafting, helps with thirst, but affects stamina. Well, let's go with a little bit of that. I do need to keep a little bit of the drink up. I do like how our character takes a little bit of time to drink. I mean, that will take time. That character looks like he has a machete on him. Oh, it is a machete. Oh, shit. Oh, he baited me out. Nice job, dude. Very good. And then we get to choose a different spawn point, so let's do exactly that. I believe I've seen Starter Spawn and West Road Spawn before, so let's do something completely different, and we'll go with the, I guess, the medium difficulty of Coast Road. A tough place, they say. Cool. So we'll pretend that didn't happen. Right, so what happens when you die? Well, you know, you get your character back, but you lose everything that you've kind of gone for. And I think our character is still kind of drunk. Yeah, the screen's real blurry right now. So I think the attribute of us being intoxicated from the previous, you know, we were taking pills and doing a little drinking. So maybe I'm not making the best choices, let's say. But we're in a new map now, so let's see. Let's take some crisp, get that out of our system, and let's grab a car. Because as you know, again, wise choices. It's a choose your own adventure, and I've chosen death. Oh, there we go. We got a car ready to go. Let's hop inside. Okay, we're missing just a few parts. Funny how it spawned us like over there. So we're just missing a battery and a fan belt. Man, nobody maintains their damn vehicles. Who's getting their fan belt and their battery jacked? Ah, there we go. Things are back to normal. So if you get intoxicated, there's some benefits to it for managing pain and other things, but also you won't be able to see too easily. So you're kind of incapacitated a little bit. Alright, this time around, let's grab a vehicle. Let's keep on goofing, though. It is great to see the... I'd completely forgotten about the Marauders. They will take over points of interest like gas stations and old depots and like meeting points, for example. So that's pretty cool to see. Can I break this with it? Yeah, hell yeah. Get in through the window. There we go. No need to remove glass, it looks like. Broken glass from the window. But yes, in this case, this is where we would loot everything that we can. But first and foremost, we need to find a backpack and probably take the things that are most important for now, which would be medical, some food and water, snacks really. And then just remember this location for later to come back. Looks like we do have a biker jacket, a little bit of armor there if we wear that. So that might be a good thing. Oh, and we found ourselves a hunting rifle. Let's go. All right, cool. Can we put this on? I don't think we could put that over this. Hell yeah, brother. Here to kick ass and take names. I don't know why we can't put a jacket over our shirt, but here we are. Looks like those aren't as good a quality. But this does protect some against weather, which is something we'll have to worry about, and also zombie attacks, which is also another thing to worry about. Let's get rid of that letter. Let's get the hunting rifle. Green pants we can get rid of. And a fuel can should be important. Does this have any ammo? It does not, so we'll have to look around. Likely, if there is a weapon, there could be ammo. There's a car battery. Alright, let's go, and then let's find ourselves a fan belt. Is there anything under the TV? Nope. So, something else I think this game could improve upon is just full lootability. If you see something, you should be able to look inside of it. Yeah, including the, you know, the entertainment center of the TV. I don't see a second floor to this home, even though there's a window. But it does look like the weather is the same, so whether or not we're on one side of the map or the other, if it's raining, we may have the chance to get sick. You know, obviously cold and whatnot. Not good for us, so we should probably seek shelter that way, or wear protective clothing, or stay in a vehicle. And of course, winter is coming too, so we'll have to find a very safe place to then have tons of food and kind of relax for a while. Move to another vehicle and see if we can find anything. Maybe the dump truck. I don't think we saw anything here, but we do need to be on the lookout for a fan belt still. But we can always come back. Alright, let's keep moving. Maybe we can use the rifle as a melee weapon. But maybe not. Alright, let's keep looking around. We'll go to the next house down the road. That's shiny. That could be something for a pickaxe or iron later on. Oh, a survivor's camp. And a little trailer there. Oh, we have a soda. Hey, look at that. And a revolver, it looks like. Yep. And we have probably no ammo in that one. Nope. Can't search the tents, but again, I would like to be able to open everything up and be able to find stuff in there too. It would make finding that more valuable. And some promise for possibly being able to hook up vehicles to trailers. Another car battery, another hammer and a revolver, although this one doesn't really have ammo either, I believe. We just need a fan belt. We may be able to find one from another operational vehicle. But again, I think every vehicle should also be lootable, where even if it's a wreck, but just because it plowed into the side of a building doesn't mean we can't get something out of it. They should be able to still have fuel inside of them. Should be able to find something of use or of value. Do have 2 guns here, I think. I think we just picked up the one. Quality is also important for the guns too, so we have 51%. It will more than likely be more difficult to repair a rifle or a handgun, a firearm, than it will be to repair something of melee, as that's just duct tape and nails. Alright. Oh, we do have a sign here. That could be important. We have a park, a lake, and a city in front of us. The lake is to the left, though. I think that'd be probably a better place to go. We don't really have a melee weapon. We have a hammer, and that's kind of not great. But with a fan belt, we can go back to that car. And luckily, we don't have to look for keys or anything. Once we've got ourselves a set of keys, or the parts, that's basically the keys. So if you're trying to play PvP against other players too and shoot them on sight, if you find a car and so does someone else, it'll be whoever finds the parts and loads up the car first to be able to take it. And fuel it too. Alright, we're going to stay off the road a little bit. About as far as we can look now. Now, there are runner zombies. There are kind of different quote-unquote types of zombies. Nothing crazy that I've seen so far, like you know, a large tank-type zombie or something like that. But certainly seems like there's a few different varieties of zombies, and they all kind of sometimes are a little faster than others. So it's not like the, you know, either slow zombie or fast zombie. There does seem to be a little in between. Alright, we have ourselves a house. Oh, we're moving in. Locked again. So much for that. That may attract a lot of attention too, like those marauders. Hey, there we go, 12 gauge shells. Is that a shotgun on the floor? No. Alright, well, we gotta be on the lookout for a shotgun. And we got one. A pump-action shotgun, yellow. Oh, hell yeah, brother. A cowboy hat. Let's go. Look at that. Wow, we're looking Tex, all right. Let's get rid of that knife and grab a shotgun. Lockpick, fuel can, pork and beans, and another revolver. Those could be good if we find ammo. It is getting to be nighttime, though, so we could definitely hunker down here. And we need to grab those shotgun shells, which were right here in the shelf. Oh, we got a friendly neighbor. Hi there, sir. Well, we didn't get to the shotgun shells in time. Wow, this guy is needy. Wow, they just come through like an absolute whirlwind. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The zombies are getting a little too close for us to properly do melee. If we didn't have to deal with the Roadrunner here, we would be able to... Oh, wow, yeah. He's attracting all sorts of attention. Gotta get those shotgun shells. I've noticed in this game, too, it seems like convenience stores or treasure troves of being able to find, like, a gun or... Well, usually like a shotgun or a handgun under the counter. And then, of course, tons of food, too. This guy really wants to square down with us. There we go. Get wrecked. Have to kind of do our animation a little bit ahead of time. Oh, that could have been an execution animation. The runner zombies are a little too fast. They get a little too close to you. And I actually think we can't melee attack because of that. Yeah, that's where that knife had some pretty good range. And some crisps that we can eat right away. Good. Boy, oh boy, do we need to heal. Box of matches and another soda. We're in bad shape at 9. Oh boy. Oh, yep, and we missed with the kitchen knife. So what I was mentioning earlier about how they get a little close, there could be an option to block. And I've tried to right-click before, but I don't remember seeing an option that way. But yeah, so definitely not an easy game, but definitely something that we're familiar with. We played this before, but a new flavor and taste of it, and I am certainly all for it. And I'm down to play more of this in multiplayer, to be able to build a base. But as for this being kind of a first look at, hey, what is this game? Is it similar to DayZ? Is it like Project Zomboid? What can I do differently? Pretty damn good presentation. Now what I want to see is the longevity of the game and be able to try out, different things like, can I drive a trailer? Can I build a mobile base? Can I build a base where I can build like a big gate or something like that and drive around different vehicles that way? Wow, this one's completely wrecked. But vehicles are cool, I must say. But remember, in this game, you're going to be stopping and refueling it and getting out more often than you're going to be driving anywhere. Vehicles are good a little later in the game. And they're pretty good at the start when you're looking around for a safe spot, but once you find one, you want to keep that vehicle safe and sound. Lots of marauders, lots of combat, lots to do in multiplayer, so I'm sure I'll see you again for more in the future. That's all of our time here for today for Humanity Z, but let me know what you think about the game down below in the comment section. What do you want to see, scenarios or a single-player series, or are you excited for some multiplayer? Do you like base building more? Do you like trying to keep things peaceful and build a base and keep the zombies out? Or are you kind of more of a sneaky sneaker who likes to sneak around? Let me know down below. Now remember, if you've watched this far, spam the word brains down below in the comment section, and we'll be doing some giveaways on this one as well. So for those of you who want to play Humanity Z as it releases on September 18th in early access, you'll be able to play too. All right, thanks again for all your support. Thank you very much for watching. I still have all my stuff. I should be dead. No, I didn't die then. It was just, yeah, I'm unstoppable. I'm a machine. Oh, it's daytime. Good. I'm going to Wendy's.